Hey guys, it's GameStack Hunter, and welcome to Part 2, Week 1, August garage sale, yard sale, video game pickups. That's a lot to say. One thing I wanted to talk about really quick, non-video game related, is when you are yard selling, it's always a good idea to bring some extra cash with you. I usually try to spend every dollar I get because I can always make money from whatever I get, and there's always stuff that's going to go into the collection. This time I wound up buying a chair, an office chair. I've been buying a few of them here and there for $5, $10, and they literally have lasted me. One lasted me like 2 weeks, and then the back broke out of it. And it's not because I don't think I'm a huge guy, or I'm heavy, but I do like to lean back in my chairs. And when I went to this community garage sale, which is really nice homes and everything like that, I got a really nice office chair, and I paid like $60 for it. And I looked it up, and they go for like over $1,000 brand new. It's just one of those everything ergo changing chairs and everything like that. And I didn't want to spend my gaming money on it because I was kind of in mid-swing, and that was like a big chunk out of what I bring. I usually bring $200 around that, for a day of garage selling. And I didn't want to spend that kind of money, but I knew I needed the chair, and I just was like, oh, that's going to be like a Nintendo 64 I'm going to miss out on. But luckily I had some extra cash, and I wound up hitting the ATM a little later. But you do run across stuff like that. I mean, you're going to find some nice stuff. I found a smoker for $15 is a big rib smoker, and it was in very good condition. I've gotten just countless little decor items for a few dollars here and there. And then also I got a freezer for storing meat and stuff like that in fantastic condition for like $20. Things usually run for like $100 to $180, somewhere around there. And that's the kind of stuff that you'll find. So be prepared, because you will get tempted, and I usually really try to avoid those temptations. Anyways, you're not here to hear about that. You're here to hear about the video game stuff. So let's get started on that. One of the first things that I got was, let's see, where did they go? Here we go. One of the first things that I stopped at a house, and it was a really nice house. This guy comes out and he says, well, I've got a Nintendo 64, but you really can't have anything. And I'm like, well, if there's some games you're not playing anymore, that's what I tell him. If you got some stuff you're not playing, just bring them out. Let me see what you got. If you're not playing them, I'll give you cash for them. And that usually gets the game stacks out of the house. And so the guy brings out a stack of games like this. And they are Nintendo 64 games, and he's going through them, and I'm seeing Smash Brothers, I'm seeing Mario 64, Mario Kart, Donkey Kong 64, and a bunch of other really good games. And I'm like, there's drool coming down. I'm like excited, and he just keeps taking game after game after game after game. There must have been like over 20 games, and this is what was left. And I gave him $2 for each of these games. I was really sad. I gave him my number. I said, if your sons aren't playing any of these other games, let me know. Call me, text me, whatever. So I got Pokemon Snap for $2. Now this game does not sell for like hardly anything. I think it's probably like $8 maybe if I'm lucky. But no big deal. Still more than what I paid for it. And then the other one I got is Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards, and it has a scratch label. So I will be adding this to my collection, but I'll be looking for a better copy. Hopefully someday I'll come across one. But it's very acceptable for me to hold on to. So I was excited about that because I do like Kirby. It's fantastic the way the way you can eat the guys and absorb their skills. I heard that's not one of the best ones, but you know what? For $2, it goes to the collection. And then this other guy, he had like a bunch of Nintendo Entertainment System games, and apparently I missed them because this was a little bit later in the day. All these are not in consecutive order, by the way. This is a late in the day one, and he only had this game left, and I was like, oh, you can't leave that one Nintendo game all by itself. And it's RBI Baseball 3, and I paid $1 for it. So, for $1, I figured I'd take it. I don't plan on keeping it because I'm not into sports games, but I'm sure I'll make at least my money back, if not a little bit more off that one. This next game, I don't buy games like this. It's very rare that I buy games like this. I'll pick up a disc only if it's in fantastic condition, but this game is in terrible shape. It's in the case. It's got a kid sticker. The kid owned it, and it was abused. but I think it's going to be playable. I'm going to test it out and resell it. And what it is Mario Party 8. And even the manual is like waterlogged and destroyed. So it's in sad shape. But I think if I clean it, I'm going to go buy a cleaner today and polish it. Then, you know, I can resell it. I know the Mario Party 8 games, you never really see them in the wild. And I'm pretty sure the disc only goes for somewhere around $30, somewhere around there. I could be wrong, but that's just if I remember right. So turning $2 into $30 is definitely a good deal. I already have it, and I would never keep something in this condition anyways. And the next thing that I got was, we'll do, let's see here, we'll do this one. Right here, I got these 5 games for, I think I got them for $8, somewhere around there. Maybe less. I don't remember the exact prices because yesterday was kind of a blur. But I paid no more than that, I'm sure. And it's a Medal of Honor Frontline for the original Xbox. And this one's one of those combo ones, Pure and Batman the video game. Why they do this, I do not know. Why did they just not do Lego Batman and Lego Batman 2? Why is it got to be Pure and Lego Batman? I mean, it's just like the most random mix of games. But it's in very good condition, so I'll be able to resell that. This one I'm probably going to keep. I haven't checked to see if it has a PS3 version, but it's going to go into my collection regardless. And then if there is a PS3 version I get, then I'll just resell it. But it's Perfect Dark Zero, and I heard lots of good stuff about this game, so I'm really excited about playing it. And then Mass Effect, which is a fantastic game as well. If you guys get a chance to play this, give it a shot. And then Assassin's Creed 3, and that's the GameStop one. I'm currently playing through the Assassin's Creeds right now. I'm in the middle of Assassin's Creed 2. And I gotta say, playing through 1 was really, really rough because there was a lot of repetition, and I was just like, it was grinding, and I just could not wait to get that game over. Part 2 is supposed to be the best one, and I don't really feel like I'm grinding, but I am just kind of trying to go straight through the missions and not do like a lot of the side stuff, just because I'm trying to get through all the Assassin's Creed so that I can be ready for Unity when it comes. And the next set of games that I got, I paid $2 each for these, and it is Bully Scholarship Edition. And I heard the Bully game is really fun. I know there's a PS3 version of it, so I'm going to wait for that. I'm probably going to just resell this one and hold out for the PS3 version, because it will come along. And then Super Mario Galaxy. Now, this game, I think it sells for maybe like $8 to $12, I think. I know the second one sells a lot better, and I have this for my collection. I will, the disc here is like got a little bit of marks and everything like that, but definitely playable. So I'll be putting that back into the eBay store. And the next games that I got another Wii game, Spiderwick Chronicles, and I paid $1 for it. I think this is a terrible game. It's probably not worth anything, but I was like, you know what? Just because. So I grabbed it for $1. Then I got excited because I found some GameCube games, and all the discs. I'm really, really kind of getting sad because it seems like all of the GameCube games I come across are scratched. And I like mint discs. I want all my GameCube games to have mint discs, or if not, just like maybe one tiny little scratch would work, and that's about it. So I got Animal Crossing, and this game's really, really popular. Everybody loves this game. I may have to pop it in just to see what it's all about. Last time I did that, I wound up keeping a very expensive game that I could have resold, and that was Fire Emblem, which is a fantastic game, but dang, it's hard. If you get a chance to play that on Wii, I recommend it. It's very addicting. And then Nicktoons Unite, which this one I'm not collecting every single GameCube game, and it's got some scratches anyways, but I only collect for the games that I really want. And this one I really want, Sonic Heroes, and the leaflet or pamphlet or whatever is actually like complete. It's folded, so it's all like messed up. I'm gonna have to fix that. And then the disc itself, it's missing the manual, and the disc has scratches, so I'm really trying to find a good copy of this. I think I'm just too picky, but I'm holding out. We'll see what happens. And then I also got, let's see here, I got this for $3, Devil May Cry. I think it sells for like $8. I may only make $1 or $2 off of this game, but I know it's a decent game. Some people love it, some people hate it, so I figured, you know what, I might as well grab it. So, Devil May Cry. And then, this one actually came, I was excited because the first garage sale I got the Nintendo 64 stuff. And then the next garage sale, the guy had a PS3 sitting out. It was a black one. And he wanted like $150 with it, and he had a bunch of sports games and all that. And he was asking way too much, but he was easy to talk down. I got Metal Gear Solid 4 Limited Edition, and it comes with a Blu-ray of the making of, and inside it says warning spoilers, and there's the Blu-ray on the other side, and then it has the soundtrack, and then it just has the standard game. I don't think there's anything special about this. I had this before, this disc, and I resold it because I got the Metal Gear, like, everything pack that has, like, everything Metal Gear ever. Well, not really, but a lot of the HD remakes and all the content and all that stuff, and so I resold it. But since this is part of the pack, I'm going to keep it. So this is going into the collection. And I paid, I think I paid $7 for this. And then I paid $3 for this from the same guy, so $10. And I don't really actively pursue strategy guides. I would never like get on eBay and buy one. I mean, I could see myself doing that down the line for like a Zelda one or something that I just have to have, but I don't actively. But I have a massive collection of strategy guides just because you pick them up over time. If I see one cheap enough and I don't have it, I will grab it. It's not like I plan on jumping on and reading through here and getting all the strategies. I'll probably never put any effort into looking through this on Modern Warfare 3. I do like Modern Warfare 3 because I like playing the bots and stuff like that, but I'm not a multiplayer kind of guy. I just get my butt kicked too much when I play that kind of stuff. So the next thing that I got was from a young guy, and he has Kingdom Hearts sealed, and he gave me his number, and I'm going to get back to him and probably pick that up for the PS2. Kingdom Hearts 2. Although he's going to look up the prices on eBay or wherever he's going to look it up, and I guarantee you I'm not going to get it for $1. I'm going to have to pay for it, but I told him, I said, I'm not going to pay retail for it, but we'll work out a really fair deal. But anyways, this is what I got off of him for $20, is this stack of games here. And these two belong to his sister. Sims 2 for the DS. And then Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Now, I haven't come across this one yet, so this game could be worth anywhere between like $8 to like $22. Sometimes you get surprised when you pick up some of these Pokemon games. So we'll have to see on this one. I'm not a collector of Pokemon, but I'm getting really familiar with all the games apparently. He had a random PS2 jumper pack game, which has just like a bunch of different stuff in there. Shadow of the Colossus, Ratchet, Deadlock, Castlevania, Soul Calibur 3, Burnout, Brothers in Arms. I'm going to assume, yeah, they're all demo stuff. So I may hold on to this just because, I mean, who knows if it's rare or not. And then, so the games that we got, this one is Mortal Kombat. And all the discs are in really good condition. I mean, the guy, you know, he handled his discs well, you can tell. So Mortal Kombat, Grand Theft Auto 4, and Liberty City episodes. And it's in really good condition. It's complete with map and manual. And then just regular Grand Theft Auto 4. Maybe he liked this and he bought that so he could play the other stuff. I don't know. But I got Grand Theft Auto 4. Another copy of Assassin's Creed 3. This is not the GameStop version. And then I knew this one was worth some money, Left 4 Dead 2, so I was happy to get this. I have a copy of it, and I think all of my friends have a copy of it, so if one of my friends that I want to play Xbox with don't, I may actually send this to them so I can play it with them. And then Call of Duty 3. And then here's another game I know is worth a little bit, Skyrim. I have the Legendary version sealed brand new that I got on Black Friday that I still haven't opened for the PS3. Resident Evil 6, and this is the Walmart edition. So it's got some bonus stuff. I don't know if that's just probably cashed in DLC, but it's got some pamphlets in here and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. I knew the Resident Evil stuff it goes fairly well. I think 6 was alright. And then this one's missing the manual. I can tell just by the weight of it. It's Hitman Absolution. And then the one game that I was very, very overly excited about, because you guys know I like this game, and it is Need for Speed Most Wanted, and the disc is in really good condition. It has a few minor scratches, but I think this game fetches upwards of $30 all on its own. And I love this game. I'm always happy when I get it, and I try to buy it. I bought one of these in a pawn shop one time. The disc was in really good condition, but I mean, we're talking like the case had like dirt on it. I think I put that in one of the videos actually, and I cleaned it up and I wound up selling it for like $30, and I paid like $5 at the pawn shop. So this was a really good deal. I was like so excited to get this. So the last pickup that I got of the day was kind of my sidetrack, and if I had just talked to the guy and left, I probably would have gotten some more stuff. But you know, I have no regrets because I met a guy. His name is David, and him and his wife and his brother, really fantastic people. I walked up to the garage sale, and there were some games. They were a little bit more than I wanted to pay. He was asking like $7, and there was like 2 Need for Speed Hot Pursuits, and so I was like, wow, and they were mint condition. I mean, all the discs were fantastic, but I didn't want to pay that much for the games. So I asked, I'm like, wow, did you guys really like this game so much you bought it twice? And the guy's like, no, my brother used to own a game store. And I'm all, oh, wow. And he's like, yeah, but we closed it down. And I'm like, well, does he have any stuff left over? And he was like, well, hold on, let me call my brother. And so the guy came from across the street. His name was David. And I wound up spending hours at this guy's house. We went down into his basement. There was like Genesis consoles and random games everywhere. He was pretty much at the end of all of his stuff. Like, he had a lot of stuff, but he was just kind of getting rid of it all. And he had a lot of the stuff that was already kind of promised. But he let me pick through his Nintendo stuff, and so I picked up some stuff. And also, he gave me a free lightsaber. I bought one of these for $1, and he's like, well, you can have this one for free. So I got 2 of these. When my son gets home, we're going to have an epic little battle of lightsabers. So I'm pretty excited about that, just randomly. But first off, he let me pick through his Nintendo games. And so I went through and got the games that I wanted for my collection. Now, when you run into a guy like this, he's a reseller. He knows what his stuff is worth, and he wants to get his money. But he was also really cool, and he knew that I was looking for a deal. So I paid more than I would normally at a garage sale, but I did not pay anywhere near retail. He cut me some really good deals. And also, I mean, like I said, I was there for hours. I got his information, and I plan on maybe, I plan on hanging out with him and playing some games and stuff like that. And his family just seemed really cool. So I was really excited to meet them, and it was cool to make a friend that's very like-minded. Anyways, so I think I picked Tetris out, but I think I actually have Tetris already. So, and it's not worth a lot, but I got Tetris. And then the games I'm pretty sure I didn't have is Castlevania and Castlevania 2. And I want to get all of the Castlevanias, so I was really happy to get these 2. Kid Icarus, and which is a really good game, by the way. And then I love this game because I played it a lot when I was a kid, and that is Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. I know that there's a part 2, so I'm looking for that one as well. I think that one's worth more. And then I knew I didn't have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game. And then Metroid as well. And he gave me this whole stack for $25. And that's a really good deal because I will, if I keep going in the summertime, I will probably come across all of these at some point. But I kind of doubt I'll find all of these this summer, and I really wanted to get my Nintendo collection going. So thank you, David, for the wonderful deal on these games. Another cool thing is that he knew I was into GameCube, and so he had an Indigo box that he just gave me for free, which, oh man, it was so nice of him to do that. I mean, it's got some rips and everything like that, but I'm gonna put the Indigo GameCube in there, and if down the line when I come across a better box, I'll replace it. But I mean, for now, it's gonna look really cool sitting right there. So very happy about that. And then also, I found another game, which is Wind Waker, which I already have this game. But this disc, I checked it, and it is mint condition. And the case is in fantastic condition as well. So I'm going to resell the one I have, and this one's replacing it. So I paid I paid $30 for Wind Waker, and I'm going to just resell the one that I have, and you know, I'm probably just going to wind up breaking even, but switching out for a mint disc is absolutely awesome, because I would love to have everything I have with mint discs. I don't really care about them being sealed, but you know, I like them to be as in most awesome shape as possible. Other than that, I wanted to thank David and his family for letting me spend a couple hours talking to them, and you know, the wonderful deals that he gave me. And I want to thank everybody else for watching my videos, and I hit my 50th viewer. I'm super excited about that. That's just one of my milestones down. I'm actually gunning for 100. And if you like my video, please click like, because it lets me know that you enjoyed what I've done on this video. And if you want to see more, definitely subscribe, because I have lots more garage sale pickups coming for you guys. Thanks, guys. Take care.